Hey up everybody, once again it's time to check in with our WanderKids. Will it just be Tormasaid or will there be another person this month? You probably read the title, there is another WanderKid making their debut this month, a bit prematurely, dare I say. With a little bit of context, we'll be checking out the Oceanic Champions League. That's going to be exciting. Let's not waste around, let's have a quick look at the players this month. And it would be an absolute evening of mixed emotions for Tormasaid. He went up against Benjamin Akavo with his Sport Colonial. Let's just see how it went on. You can see he lost 4-1, but how did this go? First off, this guy here, bombing it down. What an assist from there. Brites scoring the goal there, but I think Aguilo really has to get all the attention from that. Arsford then sent a header over to Escobar, making it 2-0 to Benjamin. But then Sport Colonial would fight back, and look who fights back! Tormasaid, at 14 years of age, gets his first professional goal, a moment he will hopefully cherish forever. However, the party would be spoiled by Benjamin again. And it's that man again, Brites, with a powerful header, making it 3-1 to Benjamin. And just to really rub it in, Aguilo, he's had an absolute fantastic game, would send the ball at the keeper, rebounding over to Brites, who would get his hat-trick, so inevitably he is the man of the match. But really, Aguilo was my man of the match. Oh, Arguello, sorry. However, Benjamin Akavo for Sport Colonial 1. Tormasaid would get his first goal, and look at this. He is the one bright spot of an otherwise incredibly bad Sport Colonial. He got 2 key passes, and he created 2 chances as well, and then got the goal himself. He was the only bright spark of the team. He can't waste himself at Sport Colonial much longer. Let's see how else he got on this month. And a huge piece of news as well for Tormasaid. At the age of 14, not only has he now got his first goal professionally and for C Sport Colonial, at 14 years of age he is now C Sport Colonial's captain. Surely the youngest ever captain in their history. That is something to put on your CV for future reference. Well done, Tormasaid. Things went from bad to worse for Sport Colonial. They took on Olympia de Ita at home. 11 minutes in, they suffered a penalty. Duarte converting that, making it 1-0 to Olympia de Ita. And then look at that, Duarte again cutting through the Colonial defence with his second goal in just 15 minutes. 24 minutes in, Duarte again. Duarte is cutting through his team like butter. Martinez sends across over to another Martinez. Martinez getting the goal there, making it 3-0 to Olympia de Ita. And Marino over to Arico, over to Rui, over to Farina. And Farina would score a low goal, making it 4-0 to Olympia de Ita. And then moments later, Rui would be on the run. That's a bad joke. Over to Martinez. Martinez with another absolute worldie of a goal. He scored some fantastic goals here today. He obviously got man of the match. Anibal Martinez, what a player, the Paraguayan. Oh, it's the Paraguay League, it would be, wouldn't it? But anyway, awful day for Tormasaid. He also picked up a yellow card for his troubles. Bad day for Sport Colonial. Bad day for Tormasaid. Therefore, a bad day for you and I. And we would have a surprise debut this month as well. We weren't expecting to see Breston Malula until about August time. However, what I did not consider was the Oceanic Champions League was in action, and Bar were in action. They were up against AS Dragon, who are a team from Tahiti. Let's see how we got on in the opening stage of Group Game B. Now, I do have it on good authority. Breston Malula started as a left back. Not really his ideal position, but I mean, at 14 years of age and you're making a Champions League debut, just got to take what you're given, my friend. Anyway, we would start off with an absolute worldie of a goal from Wong, making it 1-0 to AS Dragon. Oh, where's Breston Malula there? He took the throw in there. Over to Drudu. And, oh, what happened there? This is the quality we are expecting. Just bowled in. Goalkeeper didn't do anything about it. AS Dragon would fight back, however. Utai, what a goal! In off the post, straight into the bottom of the net, making it 2-1 to AS Dragon. And then Swami, nicely taken free kick, though, gotta say. And that would end a pretty entertaining first half. The second half didn't really garner anything of relevance. However, Breston Malula would get a 6.8 rating. He had 2 key passes and he created 1 chance. Not bad for a debut all in all, you've got to say. We'll keep an eye on how their Champions League progress is going to get on this month. Exciting times. And we would catch up with Breston Malula representing Fiji's Bar. They would continue their Oceanic Champions League campaign with a 3-0 loss against AS Lossie. AS Lossie representing New Caledonia. Nice little orange kit, and there we go, Gohi immediately up and in the proceedings, albeit at 38 minutes in. And there was a chance of a Bar comeback up until the 86th minute when Gohi again would score an absolute worldie of a goal, doubling his tally for the day. And then just to really add insult to injury, that guy there, Ramchain, would make it 3-0 to AS Lossie. Man of the match in this one, of course, Patrick Gohi, New Caledonian, not much to say about him. Oh, to make it worse as well, Breston Malula picked up an injury in that match as well, so he is now going to be out for potentially 4 weeks with a twisted ankle. That could very well be the entire Oceanic Champions League campaign. I don't quite know how it works out. It's a really bad start for him, but can his team go on? And Bar would actually rescue their Oceanic Champions League campaign up against Tafia. Tafia representing Vanuatu. Swami here would convert a penalty for Bar, making it 1-0 to them. And 20 minutes later, Bar would go on to double their lead with a well-taken header from Kalaski. Tafia would fight back just before the end of the second half, potentially setting up an exciting second half. A good goal from Solomon there as well. However, the second half was pretty non-existent, you dare say. The match ending Bar 2, Tafia 1. Man of the match of this opponent was this man here for Bar, Avinash Swami. He's been at, holy moly, he's an old boy. He's played at Bar for about 10 years and he's not made an appearance, which is a bit confusing. But there we go, 32 in Fijian. He's already got 15 caps and 3 goals for his country. Nothing to scoff at whatsoever. The main question being though, have Bar saved their Champions League campaign? I think I answered the question in the highlight. They absolutely have. Somehow, against all odds, Bar have qualified for the knockout round. I think Tafia losing against AS Lossie there. So will we see who's in the knockout stages? I don't think we will just yet. No, we won't see for some time by the seams of it. But keep an eye out to see how Bar gets on, I suppose.